Okay, good afternoon, students. In the
Good
last
afternoon.
class, we have learned about the composition scheme. What was the composition scheme, and what are the various aspects, procedures followed under composition scheme? We have learned in the last class. In this class, we try to learn the various components or various types of GSTs levied in the GST Act, and what are the various components levied by the state governments, and what are the taxes levied by the central government. You know, in the fifth semester, we have learned there are four components in the GST. These components or these various taxes are levied under GST based on the transaction, the type of transaction defined under GST Act. So there are two major transactions in the as per the GST Act. One is intrastate transactions and another one is interstate transactions. So in any transaction, the basic nature or the basic feature of GST is GST tax is levied or collected or levied in the state in which the goods are consumed. That's why the GST is known as destination based tax system. So the GST tax will be collected in those states or in those areas where the goods are supplied. Therefore, based on the destination, the GST, the GST was levied under two categories. One is intrastate transactions, number two, interstate transactions. Intrastate, what do you mean by intrastate transaction? Intrastate transaction means the goods which are produced in a particular state are supplied in that particular state only. In that particular state only. That means the goods are supplied within the state. Goods are supplied within the state is known as intrastate supply. In case of the intrastate supplies, the taxes levied is SGST or UTGST and CGST. If it is intrastate transaction, these two taxes were levied for intrastate transaction, that is SGST or UTGST and CGST. SGST means state goods and service tax and UTGST means union territory goods and service tax. So these two are complementary to each other, because if one is levied, the other may not be levied. That means if you are running business in the state, then the SGST will be levied, and if you are running or supplying goods to the union territory, UTGST will be levied. And Along with these SGST or UTGST, the trader is also expected to collect the CGST, that is the Central Goods and Services Tax. So these two taxes are levied when the goods or services are supplied within a particular state or within a state. So among these two, that is SGST and UTGST, SGST goes to the account of concerned state government, and in the same manner UTGST will also goes to the concerned state government account. Therefore, in case of intra-state transactions, SGST or UTGST will be levied and collected. So therefore, the seller has to collect. The seller has to collect its SGST or UTGST and CGST, that is Central Goods and Services Tax. So this Central Goods and Services Tax will be collected. That means in the intrastate transactions, SGST and CGST both will be collected, and the CGST is deposited with the central government, and the SGST will be deposited in the concerned state governments. Therefore, the SGST or UTGST, it is collected by the individual states and union territories when the supply occurs within the same state or union territory. For example, when a good is both manufactured and sold within Gujarat, SGST will be levied by the Gujarat state. So, in case of intra-state transactions, this SGST, UTGST is collected. And the second type of GST tax is CGST. CGST is collected by the central government in case of an intra-state transaction. That means if it is intra-state transaction, CGST will be collected by the seller along with SGST or UTGST. So the transaction within a same state is known as intra-state transaction. For example, if the goods are manufactured and consumed in the above example, the CGST will be levied in addition to SGST, that is by the central government. So seller has to collect CGST and SGST, and CGST is to be paid to the Gujarat government because the goods are manufactured and supplied in the Gujarat state only. Therefore, the seller will collect CGST and SGST. SGST will be paid to the Gujarat state government account, and CGST will be levied and collected and deposited in the central government. This is what the tax collected in case of intra-state transaction. So what is intra-state transaction? Intra-state transaction is one in which goods are manufactured and sold in the same state. That means goods are manufactured or purchased in the same state and sold within the state or in the same state is known as intra-state transaction. The second category of transactions is interstate transactions. That is, here first category is intrastate transactions. Intrastate transaction is one where goods are manufactured and sold in the same state is known as intra-state transaction. So, in case of this intra-state transaction, two taxes will be levied. They are in HGST and CGST. HGST and CGST. In case of intrastate transactions, these two taxes will be levied. CGST. Then, in case of interstate transaction, it is supply of goods in other state is known as interstate transaction. Okay, so the second category of transaction is interstate transaction. That interstate transaction is one. So interstate transaction, it is a supply of goods or services in other state is known as interstate transaction. That means if you manufacture the goods in one state and supply the goods to other states, then it is known as interstate transaction. In case of interstate transaction, the tax levied and collected by the seller is IGST. IGST. What is IGST? This is integrated goods and services tax. IGST means integrated goods and services tax. So this IGST is levied in case of interstate transactions. So interstate transaction is one in which the supply of goods or services made in other states or in more than one state is known as integrated interstate transaction. In case of interstate transactions, IGST will be levied by the central government. This IGST is levied by the central government when the location of the supplier of a good or service and the place of consumption lies in different states. That means IGST is levied in case of interstate transactions. Interstate transaction means the location of the supplier and the place of consumption of goods or services will be in two different states. That means if the manufacturer is in Hyderabad, which is Telangana state, and the buyer is in Vijayawada, that is in Andhra Pradesh. So in that case, it is considered as a interstate transaction. In the interstate transaction, IGST will be levied and collected by the central government. The IGST so collected is subsequently divided between the state and center. So this IGST will be collected by the central government and subsequently afterwards it is divided between state and central government. Then this IGST not only levied in interest state transactions, it is also levied in case of imports of goods or services or supply of goods to the SEZs. So this IGST, that is interstate transaction, means not only the transaction between states, between countries. That means if you import any goods or services from some other country, then in that case also IGST will be levied. IGST will be levied in interstate transactions and supply of goods to these SEZ, special economic zones, or SEZ to SEZ. SEZ to SEZ is also considered as a interstate transaction. So in all these cases, the IGST tax will be collected by the central government and it is subsequently divided between the state and the central government. You know, these are the various types of taxes collected under GST Act. SGST, UTGST, CGST, and IGST. You know, this SGST is collected by the state governments and the UTGST is collected by the union territories and IGST is collected by the central government and CGST is also collected by the central government. Why? Because we have been adapting the dual GST model. Why these central government and state governments have been charging or have been levying and collecting the taxes? Both governments, why state and central governments have been collecting tax? Because we have been adapting the model. We have been implementing the dual GST model. Dual GST model is being followed by the Indian government, where both state government and central government, both state government and central government will levy and collect the taxes. Because why the state and central government levy and collect taxes means it is the Indian Constitution has given a permission, has authorized the state and central governments to collect various taxes according to the state list and central list and union list. So as per the central list, the central government will levy tax. As per the state list, the items shown in the state list, the state governments will levy and collect taxes on those items. Therefore, India is a federal structure. India is having a federal structure where both central government and state governments will have their own economic resources and own economic obligations. Therefore, uh, having both have to collect taxes from the public. Both are empowered to collect taxes from the public. So, why GST is collected? Before the implementation of GST on 1st July 2017, several indirect taxes were levied by both the state and the center. So before introduction of GST, we know that there are several taxes, indirect taxes were levied by the central government and state governments in various names and on various products. That's why the people or the traders were confused and the tax rates were very high. Therefore, the government has reduced the indirect tax structure, and now it is only GST which will be levied and collected on 95% of the products and services. Okay. Next, number 2, interstate sale of goods was taxed by the center in the form of central sales tax. So before introduction of GST in India, interstate sale of goods, that means if you sell goods in other states, the central government used to collect central sales tax. Central sales tax, it is central, not central state tax, it is central sales tax. Central sales tax was levied by the central government on the goods which are sold in other states. But now this central sales tax has been abolished and interstate transaction IGST was levied. Next, different states followed different rules and regulations. Different state governments, because we have various states, under each and every state government there are different uh, acts under which they used to collect various taxes and they used to implement various laws, rules and regulations. Therefore, it was very difficult to follow the traders and the manufacturers as well as the customers due to variations in the various rules followed by different states. So that's why the government thought to implement one nation, one tax under the revised tax system. That's why they have introduced the GST system. Next, moreover, there were additional taxes like entertainment tax, local tax, and octroi. Apart from the various taxes levied by the central government and state governments, entertainment tax, local tax, octroi, and all several taxes were used to be levied by the central government, and these central government will uh, collect various taxes and state governments will collect various taxes. Therefore, there was a cascading effect in the tax system. That's why before enactment of the GST, lack of uniformity in taxation, all these resulted in lack of uniformity in taxation and posed a barrier to interior trade within the state. It also resulted in overlapping of taxes by the center and state government, all of which often featured different tax rates. Thus, under the earlier regimes, in many cases, tax was levied on tax, a phenomenon called the cascading effect of taxes. So, in the uh, old regime, the cascading effect was there in the last situation. So, the applicability, the applicability of the CGST and SGST was the how, when, and where the location of supplier of goods or services, that of the consumer, determine whether a combination of SGST or IGST is to be made. That's what the interstate transactions. In case of interstate transaction, both SGST and CGST will be levied. And for example, if 1 ton of coal worth rupees 5,000 supplied by a supplier in Gujarat to a consumer in the same state, total 5% GST constitute 2.5% SGST and 2.5% CGST will be directly diverted to the state and the center. In case of interstate transactions, for a transaction completed between two states, IGST is applicable. For example, if the coal supplier in Gujarat had sold the coal worth rupees 5,000 to a consumer in Maharashtra, IGST at the rate of 5% would have been collected. The IGST collected by the center is later divided between the state of consumption, that is Maharashtra in our example, and the central government. Therefore, always GST is levied and collected by the consumption state. That's why GST is also known as consumption based tax system. Consumption based tax system. The tax GST is collected in the state where the consumption is taking place. Hence, for interstate transactions, both SGST and CGST are levied, while for interstate transactions, only IGST is collected, which is later divided between the state and the center. Normally or notably, this does not create any difference for the consumer, as the combined rate of SGST and CGST is always equal to IGST rate. This system ensures smooth flow of taxes between the state and the center without complicating the tax rate for the seller or the consumer. So the SGST and the IGST rates for some common items. So these are the some of the common tax rates for some of the products. Now you can see the tables. In this table, there are certain goods on which what is the rate of SGST, what is the rate of CGST, what is the rate of SGST, IGST. So household necessities like tea, coffee, edible oil, spices and sugar, coal, life-saving drugs, and Indian sweets are also covered under this GST slab. That is a 5% slab rate. Under this 5%, 2.5% is SGST, 2.5% is the CGST. If it is IGST, 5%. Next, processed food and computers. It comes under 12% category, which consists of 6% SGST, 6% CGST, and if it is IGST, it is 12%. Next, hair oil, soaps, toothbrush, toothpaste, capital goods, and industrial intermediaries. These products come under the 18% slab rate, which consists of 9% CGST, 9% SGST, and 18% IGST. Next, 28% category goods, luxury items, including premium cars, consumer durables like AC and refrigerators, cigarettes, aerated drinks, and high-end motorcycles. So these products come under the category of the 28% slab rates, which consists of 14% CGST, 14% SGST. That means if it is intrastate transaction, the product is under 5% category, the 2.5% SGST and 2.5% CGST will be levied and collected. Suppose if the same product is supplied between or supplied outside the state, then 5% of IGST will be levied. And in the same manner, if it is in 12% slab rate, 6%, that is processed food and computers, these two products are under 12% category. If the computers are sold within the state, 6% SGST and 6% CGST will be levied and collected. And the computers are sold in in other state, then it is levied at 12% IGST. So in this way, the state government and central governments, both will levy and collect taxes under the GST model. That's why this model is known as dual GST model. Dual GST model means it is a model in which both state government and central government will collect taxes simultaneously, and accordingly the tax will be levied in the consumption state or in the place of consumption. So this is all about the various types of taxes collected, and when the uh, SGST and CGST is collected, and when IGST is collected. So the IGST is collected not only in case of interstate transactions, in case of imports also. In case of imports, that means when the goods are imported from some other country, when the goods or services are imported from some other country, in that case also CGST will be IGST will be levied and collected by the central government. And not only that, if the goods are supplied to the SEZ, SEZ means special economic zones. In that case also, the IGST will be levied and collected. And if there is a transaction between two SEZs, two sedges, that means one sedge supply goods to another sedge. If one sedge provides service to another sedge, that also will be considered, and IGST will be collected in that case also. So in this way, both central government as well as state governments will collect the taxes under GST system, and that amount is distributed. That is, SGST will goes to concerned state governments, and CGST will goes to central government, and IGST, whatever the IGST collected by this central government, later that IGST will be divided between the states and the center. So in this way, the tax will be levied and collected under the GST Act by the both state governments and central governments. That's why there may not be any problem in distribution of taxes between the state governments and the central governments. So whenever there is a necessity, the central government will provide loan facility based on the tax to be remitted to the concerned state governments. So this is all about the types of taxes and their applicability in the Indian situation. Okay, so thank you very much for uh, participating in the participating in this class, and uh, I request you to post your numbers in the chat box, and I have been requesting you to inform our friends to join more and more to the class. Okay, thank you very much.